and full back probably.
Yeah, it's definitely highlighted itself as the most important position in the park, because it does seem that deficit there is holding back the entire team, that there should be enough in that defence, enough in that attack to cobble together some sort of competence at international level. However, what I would say is that what we saw under Stephen Kenny was a fast tracking of a lot of players to the first team and to getting their debuts and to getting 10, 12, 15 caps at a young enough age. And now what you would expect is a lot of those players to step up. The problem is you can't make that step up if you're lacking in quality, and it seems that the personnel in midfield is lacking that quality.
Well, but it's all relative to the quality that other countries have around the world. I think we're right to be excited about the three young centre halves, but at the moment all three of them are involved in a relegation battle at the bottom of the Premier League. Seamus Coleman, has had all sorts of injury problems. Like, when was the last time he played 2 games in 4 days? Probably years at this stage. So, he's not playing regular football. Robbie Brady is in and out. He's getting game time, but rarely starting games. For Preston, the front three, obviously Evan Ferguson's in a real lull at the moment and looks a little bit short on confidence.
His ball retention wasn't great last night. He's a bit weak on it.
No, and there definitely seemed to be a bit of back and forth between himself and Seamus Coleman at one stage, where Coleman wasn't happy that whether he hadn't come short or hadn't gone long, and something similar happened with Darragh O'Shea, that maybe they're just not all on the same wavelength. And how could they be when they're getting such little time together? Sammy Smodic did really well over the 2 games, but he's playing in the Championship. And I'm not trying to do down the play, but I think when you look at around Europe at what other teams have, they all have probably a similar level of quality. We feel we are in a better position than we were 2 or 3 years ago because of the experience a lot of those guys came in. But there's a lot of good, well-organised teams out there. So we need a bit of luck at some stage. We need one to go in off Shane Duffy's arse again. We always thought when that would happen that things might change. It never did change anything.
Shane Duffy's arse masked all the problems.
Well, that potentially. Bennett was a huge loss last night, it felt like.
He was, but at the same time, our best player was playing in Ogbene's position. Like our right winger, well, at the start of the game, I know Smodics moved to the left in the second half, but Smodics was our best player, and he was filling in for Chidozie Ogbene. So I don't think the deficit of losing Ogbene was actually that great.
Well, it was more that Mikey Johnson just didn't have any real impact on the game.
Smodics on the left would have been much better than Johnston, yeah, I think.
It did. I don't think there was a massive tactical change or anything from Saturday. It did feel as though the wing-backs played a lot further forward, and you wonder how Mikey Johnson fits into a team playing with wing-backs and 3 at the back, because